Everybody, and welcome back to Erlengrot. It is the last day of summer. Pull that up. Just after 9 in the morning. And we got a total of about 90 bales of straw, actually, off of those two fields. So a little bit more than I was projecting. And, well, we're going to take a little bit of an opportunity, a little window in clear skies, and the fact that we don't have any crop available to harvest. And, well, there's some grass. We're going to collect some grass for our fermenter. Fermenter holds 800,000 liters of product. We have about 145,000 liters worth of headroom. And basically I calculated it up. I can put 12 loads in here before it's pretty near full. That's going to be the goal for the day. 12 loads into the fermenter. Once we do that, we're going to leave the rest out on the field. Let's see if we can get it to turn over to hay this evening, because we've got rain coming. We got rain coming tomorrow. They're predicting it right at midnight. So pretty much, if we don't get this converted to hay by night, it's pretty much just going to be a wash and going to be lost. We're going to be using our Unitrack to pick up this grass. Fun little piece of machinery. Nice little kit. Doesn't hold the most. It only holds 12,000 liters. But it's got a really good power to weight ratio. Gets around the field pretty good versus the hills and the rough ground. Just about as good as anything else will. Now, as far as hay bales go, probably hold about another 20-some hay bales before we fill up that second stack. And, you know, if this turns to hay after we get our 12 loads, we're up to 1. We need to kind of keep track of that. We can get this to convert to hay. I might just bale it all and try to stash some in various other locations. See all the straw we've got. We're not going to need that other straw stack. I might just sell that and put a haystack there in its place. Might just do that. All right, come on, where is it? That and on a round hay bale stack. Place. So. That's 2 loads, 10 to go. I cut this area here just north of the farm and that little area across the street. We don't have a whole lot cut down. I really don't know how much we're going to have left after we get our 10 loads. I suspect we'll have maybe, I don't know, 30 or 40 bales maybe. Really fun little piece of machinery. I fear that a lot of people will write it off before really using it based on just its capacity and costs. But like most things, it serves its purpose, has a specific purpose, and it serves it quite well. And the fact that you can put a mower on the front, this could be a one pass grass collecting machine. Mower on the front, forage wagon on the back. I really think the animations here are pretty cool to unload it. That's 3 loads. Go panel here. Bottom number is how much input we have. See the infographic, 72% full, 17% at digestate. There's our digestate, 41,000. There's our silage level, 578,000. But yeah, look here. Rain. A little bit of clearing. Rain, rain, rain. So this is the first day of autumn, Friday. Second day of autumn, third day of autumn. So all of early autumn is a washout. Then we have first and second day of mid-autumn, sunny weather. That is my harvest window. We don't have a clue what late autumn's going to look like. I'm going to do my absolute darndest to try get our corn and our sunflowers done in mid-autumn. Look at our harvest schedule. Sunflowers and corn. Sunflowers, basically, we got to be done by the end of autumn. And corn, we got to be done by the end of early winter. Man, we don't know what winter's going to hold for us here in the Alps. I got to think it's going to be an early winter. Got to think the ground's going to get cold. The air's going to get cold. The ground's going to freeze, and I think it's going to happen sooner than later. Once we get into late autumn and early winter, that I worry if we wait. If we wait on the corn, we might not get it out of the field. It might become a total bust. Kind of a risk. See how well this thing just gets around. Then it gets bogged down a little bit, but we are going up a very steep slope. Now we have nice animations of the pickup arm, the flowing with the ground. So this is what, load 4? when this video airs, we will be 1 day removed. 1 day removed from precision farming add-on. I don't know if you can't tell, kind of excited and eager to kind of see how that all works. Trying to get it added to the gameplay. Now, I don't know if anyone is going to have early access to it. Like we've, you know, folks, media partners sometimes get early access to paid DLCs. I don't know if they're going to be given any sort of early access to this content. The way I see it, it would behoove them, Giants them, to give some knowledgeable farm sim players, dare I include myself in that group, access to it early with just some general guidance documentation on, you know, things that we should try and experiment with and experience, so that we could have, you know, day one videos on kind of tutorials and teaching about the product. What I fear is, and I'm recording this a good week ahead of time, but what I fear is that what's going to happen is everyone's going to get it at once, and we're not really going to know exactly what's going on with it. There might be some folks putting out content on it right away, and that content may be flawed, it may be inaccurate. When seasons, 4 seasons was a thing in 17, for several months, the Realismus had a media partner group, and the media partner group had documentation, had, you know, obviously development builds, and they were showing off how seasons worked, talking about it, educating players. Now, this was way before I had a larger subscriber base. So I didn't have early access to seasons in 17. Did in 19. Didn't in 17. But I watched a fair bit of seasons information, and I have to say that put me in a day one situation of feeling fairly confident that I knew what was going on, and I could build from that basis of knowledge, my own basis of knowledge, and really not feel like I'm floundering around or making incorrect assumptions. So, I don't know. I hope they do. At this point, it doesn't sound like they will. But we'll just have to wait and see. So I think that was like 5 loads. I'm going to go ahead and finish collecting this grass. Bring you back this evening. See if we can get grass changed over to hay or not. If it does happen, it's either going to happen at noon, which I doubt, or it's going to happen at 6 p.m. I don't think I mentioned this in our other grass video, but the way Seasons works is Seasons will basically do a check 4 times a day. midnight, 6 a.m., noon, 6 p.m. Every 6 hours. You'll do a check and see if the drying conditions have been met for grass to be converted to hay. And if those conditions have been met, then it converts the grass to hay. But it only does that at midnight, 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. The fact that it is 10:30 now, I have 100% confidence grass that's on this field will stay grass until at least noon. And then basically, if it's not switched to hay within probably 10 minutes of it striking noon, then it's not going to turn to hay until at the earliest 6 p.m. So then we get to 6 p.m. It's another benchmark. 6 p.m. we wait and see. Drying conditions are met. And we have a pretty high likelihood grass on the field will convert to hay. And if it does, then we'll be out here baling a little after 6. If it doesn't convert to hay, well, then it won't convert to hay until at least midnight. And the fact that we've got rain in the forecast at midnight basically means it's an all or nothing thing at 6 p.m. Either have hay to bale or the grass that's on the field is useless. I'm not a player that's going to bale grass and store it. That's just not a thing. Real life, if you baled grass and put it in a stack, barn, or just stacked it up, you run a huge risk of it basically combusting. As the grass dries, as the grass rots, it will heat up, and at some point its internal heat will get to a point of spontaneous combustion, and it will ignite. And there have been many a barn burned down from hay too wet that was put into the barn prematurely. So I'm not one to bale grass and store it, because I know that that's not a legit thing. So I said, let me go ahead and get this collected, and we'll fast forward time and see what happens. All right, so I thought I'd bring you back. It is a few minutes to noon, and if we take a log here, see, bottom line is where I took a screenshot for the video. Noon. Check our log and see if we have a entry. Noon. So nothing yet. Wait for a little bit. Anything pops up, but it doesn't look like drying conditions have been met. We will come back a little bit before 6 p.m. See what happens. All right, so I kind of jumped past 6 p.m. a little bit with the fast forwarding, but drying conditions have not been met. So, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get our hay. Not at this point. Yep. Check the weather forecast. Maybe we're maybe. Oh, 90% chance of rain. That is not going to look in our favor. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, check. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward. Slow down. Now, autumn. And obviously, drying conditions have not been met now. Well, welcome to a new day, everybody. We got good weather until 3. Rain. Yep. And then grass growth, but rot conditions have been met. Yay for me. Just lost some grass. Losing volume now because of the rot conditions have been met. Oh. Yay for me. Yay for me. That I was not expecting. Nice. Alright, let's get down here and do some bailing. I was about to check and see what our so our corn is ready. Our sunflowers are not. Anything else ready? Likelihood we have any contracts, not just some fertilizing contracts. All right, so if we get to a state where we have dry ground, we will get to work on our corn. Oh. Dang it, Giants. This is just validation. Absolute validation. That's not hay, that is wet grass. That's right. That is the color of wet grass on this map. That is the color of wet grass on this map. What's the color of semi-dry grass? A dark green. What's the color of wet grass? That. What's the color of hay? Lighter than that. Am I frustrated? Yes. Plain and simple, yes. Yes, frustrated. I'm not frustrated it didn't dry. I'm not frustrated that it didn't turn into hay. I'm frustrated that the stupid colors of the grass are backwards. Alright, I'm done. I'm done for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of our wonderful light-colored wet grass and our dark-colored semi-dry grass? And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.